Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars The Black Series action figure review. In today's review, since we took a look at Clone Commander Jesse in my last video, I felt it only fitting that we round out the 501st trio by taking a look at ARC Trooper 5s. Now I'll link my reviews to Jesse and Echo down below in the video description, as these figures all share the same sculpt, so this review will likely be fairly short and sweet, but each figure definitely has its own merits. 5s maybe more so than Jesse in some ways, as this figure isn't littered with inaccuracies. He's sculpted and painted to perfection, features another really good and unique head sculpt, and overall is a stunning addition to your 6-inch Clone Trooper ranks. So without further ado, let's dive into this one and take a look. So once again, being a slightly older release, this figure does feature plastic-free packaging. I'm not going to dwell on this too much because I've made my feelings known about it in previous reviews, but one of the things I really do like about it are the images on the front of the box. As you can see, you've got this really nice gloss render of the character there, which looks really cool, very dramatic image, and then you've got the colour band running around the edge of the box, indicating this figure is from Star Wars The Clone Wars. Down the side you do have that mural image once again, which looks really good, so if you are a collector who likes to display these boxes on your shelf and complete the mural, this is going to look really nice. So if we just take, for example, Clone Commander Jesse's box, you know, creating that mural there is going to look really nice. So at least it's got that going for it. With regards to the rest of the packaging, on the back we do have that image of 5s once again, accompanied by a brief description of the character and the number in the series, and then down the other side we have an image of the figure itself and the accessories that it comes with, and of course a call out for plastic free packaging. So again, standard stuff, nothing really to write home about. Like I said, I've touched on this concept in previous reviews, but you haven't come to this review to see the box, you've come to see the figure. So let's dive into this review and take a look at ARC Trooper 5s. So here is ARC Trooper 5's free once again of his plastic free prison, and like I said, everything that ARC Trooper Echo and Clone Commander Jesse have going for them, 5's does as well. He features another phenomenal paint job utilising a really vibrant blue palette. He features the markings on the helmet that are very similar to the ones he debuted on his standard Phase 2 armour before he became an ARC Trooper, and the paint applications on that helmet are really nice and crisp. They look absolutely phenomenal. What I really like about this one as well is the chevron colour scheme on the Kamino, which looks really nice. Again, these blue flashes on the armour really do stand out, and it's very nice to see them being consistent across the three figures, that being Jesse, Echo and 5s. We also have the chevron design on the chest armour as well. Really nice detail on the forearm gauntlet once again. You've got the sculpted pouches, straps and ammo containers there on the belt, and holsters which can store the two DC-17 pistols that are included. Once again, these are the only weapons that this figure comes with, but if you've got DC-15s and DC-17s lying around in your collection, you can easily add those to this figure as well. Again, those paint applications do continue throughout the rest of the figure. You've got nice blue and grey flashes on the leg armour there. On the reverse side you've got that backpack once again, which is a solid sculpted piece. It's attached to the pauldron and to the chest armour, so it's non-removable. But again, really nicely sculpted figure. These ARC Trooper sculpts definitely hold up, and I can't wait to see them get reused down the line. I really hope we see some more Battlefront 2 ARC Troopers. The Lambent Seeker, for example, would be really nice to see in the 6-inch scale. In terms of articulation, once again he shares the same sculpt as Jesse and Echo. So with that said, we do have a ball joint at the head, once again ball joint in the base of the head and at the bottom of the neck, so once the helmet's removed in particular you get some really nice free flowing movement there. We have hinges and butterfly joints at the shoulders, hinges at the elbows and wrists, a ball joint at the torso, hinges at the hips and swivel cuts at the upper thigh. Once again, these are slightly difficult to access just due to the plastic Kamino, but at least the articulation isn't hindered too much by that. We also have hinges at the knees and at the ankles with rockers there as well. So great articulation on this figure. The one improvement that I'd make to it is I'd give it another trigger finger on its left hand. This is an issue that has plagued Clone Trooper figures for many years, and it's nice to finally see them address that with some of the more recent releases that we've had, such as the 332nd Battalion Clone Trooper that we got in the recent Ahsoka 2-pack. That would be really nice to see with some of these ARC Troopers going forward, but it's something that can be easily fixed with a little craft knife. If you just slice that finger down, he'll be able to hold that blaster a lot better. Obviously, the DC-17s can be stored in the holster on his belt, like so. And again, in addition to the weapons, he does feature a removable helmet accessory, which reveals a really good head sculpt underneath. Once again, it's nice and unique. Features a slightly different expression to Echo, and as you can see, you've got the 5 tattoo there on the forehead and the goatee, which is not just painted but sculpted as well, which is really cool to see. Definitely a unique look and a very nice likeness to Tamura Morrison. So really impressed with that. He is slightly more tanned, I'd say, than some of the other figures, but definitely looks cool nonetheless. And yeah, I'm really happy with this release. Again, he is a slightly older figure and does unfortunately demand a high aftermarket value. So Hasbro, if you're listening, get this one out again. I'm sure there are a lot of collectors that missed out on it the first time that would love to have this one in their collections. So an archive release or a reissue down the line would be more than welcome. But yeah, a really solid figure. So that's a wrap on this review on ARC Trooper 5s, once again from the Black Series 6-inch line. Highly recommended addition to the collection if you are indeed a Clone Trooper fanatic. Obviously, being slightly older releases, all 3 of these figures do command a slightly higher aftermarket price. So if you don't mind paying a little bit more for them, I do highly recommend them. On the other hand, I would give it a bit of time. You never know. Hasbro are reissuing a lot of popular Black Series figures at the moment, and hopefully somewhere down the line we get these guys back out in circulation. They are incredible figures, great sculpts, great painted details, and I can't recommend them enough. So I really hope you've enjoyed tuning into this review. I'll be back with many more very soon. Until then, as always, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.